I'm back with a new video and we'll keep on working on our little project. We left it, remember, at a stage where we had to look at the table in the database to check if all the emails were properly registered in the table. We will create a very simple admin page in HTML with Tailwind CSS to show the registrations that we have in the table. The first thing we need to do is create a new route to get the records to then show them in this table. So we will just take this route as a reference for our dear friend GitHub Copilot. We will go to the right hand side here where we have GitHub Copilot, and we will just ask now create a Flask route to get the records from the users table to return them to the client where we will display them in a neat table. So it will create a new route for us, which will be called get users. And it will use the same concept to connect to the table because I gave it some reference. That's the good part of working straight into the IDE. So it's doing its thing now. Yes, I think it's ready. So let's put this route after this one. So we've got get users. It's a get route. Perfect. And it will return the users as users. So now we need a page for that. So let's create admin.html here. Yes, we can add it to Git. And here, so give me the boilerplate of the admin page, which will show the users in our table in a nice table styled with tailwind.css. Also give me the GS code to call to fetch /get users and display the returned users accordingly. That's fine. So the JS is in none other suggestion. So let's first insert the HTML. So we just have email, that's fine. We don't have anything else at the moment. And here the code will be added with JavaScript. So we have two options for the JavaScript. We can either put the JavaScript straight into the page, if you remember well here, between script tags. So if I just do script like this, and I just put my JavaScript in between, or we can call another JavaScript file. So remember that the way we did it here to call the JavaScript from the index page, we can do the same here, but we'll adapt it slightly. Oh, actually, it's already done it. So smart. Here, as you can see, because it recognized maybe that we did it for the index.html page. So we can create admin.js there in static. Admin.js, it's perfect. We can add it to GitHub, and yeah, we can just insert the code for the JavaScript here. That's fine, perfect. So now we have the admin there, we have that there. It's calling the get route. So where it is? Yeah, here, the get user. Sorry. And it will then insert the result in between t-body. So if I go here, t-body, where is it here? T-body, that's where we will insert the result. And we need an extra route, because we need a route to display the admin.html page. So let's come back to main.py. Remember the way we did it for here, the home page. So I could just do it myself, but I'm lazy, so we ask GitHub Copilot to do it. Do the same for the admin.html page. So it will give me a route to display admin.html, which I access via /admin. So I put it there. So now I've got everything I need. So maybe what we can add is to make it easy for us to switch from page to page. Let's add here a nav bar here. Let's add at the top right of the page a button admin linking to /admin. Paste it there. So we've got now the button there. I think we'll be fine. We can just test it if we want. So let's just test it. And we've got the button admin at the top right. So that's perfect. And yeah, we've got our email list already with all the emails that we registered. The only problem is that email is here in the middle and the list is at the left. So we have to fix this. Let's make sure that the header is aligned left. So as you can see here, we have those instructions that's tailwind.css, and it will give us the proper instruction to add like text left if we want this text to be at the left of the page. So now if I reopen this, my admin, now I've got my email properly at the left. User list, I've got my list of users. I could have this maybe in a neat table with the line separators between the entries. So we can go there, and in the admin.js we can ask add a thin line between each record and make sure that the rows are aligned left. So let's do this and see what happens. I think that there was some padding also here. Yeah, that created some offset. So we can just remove this first and see how it makes a difference. Okay, let's reload this. Yeah, now as you can see, it's aligned. That's fine. But we need the code that we've just asked to ChatGPT or to GitHub Copilot for our left alignment. So there's some additional information here. So first of all, yeah, we need to add some borders to our T-body. So let's copy this, go to admin.html, and where we have the T-body, where is the T-body here? We will have some classes added there, as you can see. The JavaScript code is ready, so now let's reload the page and see what happens. As you can see now, we've got some thin lines between the different rows as separators between the different rows, and all the registered emails are there. So if I come back here and if I register another email, like a rows, to just make it appear clearly at mail.com, I register this thing, so it's going to Railway, remember? And then if I go to admin, I will see rows at mail.com. So now we have the admin, the basic admin, I would say, ready. If we want to protect it with a password, we can do that. So we will say, please protect access to this admin page with a password that will be checked via a Flask route. Okay, so give me the JS code I can insert in admin.js and the Flask route, which will check the password via .env, I would say. Oops. Via .env. Against the password, so the password key. Okay, so I explained everything. I will get some JavaScript code which will call a Flask route, and the Flask route will check that the password is the password that we will record here as password. And we'll call this Python lover, something like that, in .env. So first it's giving us here the route for the password checking. So yes, bear with me because Loom is annoying me with the Loom bar. So I have to copy this. We already have a request and OS for Flask, so that's fine. So I need to go to my Flask. Yeah, I've got requests already. So let's go and paste it in the end here. Check password. So, okay, check password, server password. Okay, server password is os.environ.get password. That's the way we check, as you can see here, something that's in the .env file. So that's perfect. And it will get a password that we will send from the client. And if it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. Okay. So now for the admin, and what I'm going to do, because we're using Sweet Alert, remember, and it's nice, it's beautiful. So we're using Sweet Alert 2 for the pop-up. Please refactor the code. So once it's ready, we will just insert it, but let's get first our import for Sweet Alert that we already had in index.html, and let's put it down there, and that's fine. So the key when you're developing with AI is to understand what's going on when the code is returned suggested by GitHub Copilot. So here, for instance, you can see that indeed it's the way to use Sweet Alert 2 for the pop-up. And if this password is not correct, there will be also a Sweet Alert here fired with access denied. And in the meantime, it's going to get and it's going to, get the users if the password is correct. And if the password is not correct, it's just going to return the error. By the way, as you can see here, so it's checking the password there, and then it's returning the users there. So we don't need this code anymore to get the users, because getting the users is now conditioned by a correct password, and so we only fetch the user if the result of the password is confirmed. Okay, I guess you understand the concept. So first we check the password via check password, the route called check password, and then if it's confirmed, we will get the users and display them on the page in our T-body. So theoretically, everything is fine. We have Sweet Alert imported, yes, so we can test this. Come back to a page. So I reload admin, and it asks me for a password, and I will say PPP for something random, incorrect password. So now I can try again, and I can type Python lover, submit, and now it's returning my users. It's fine. So the admin is now secured with a password. Let's recap what we did. So the first part of the project, if you haven't seen it, you can watch the video. I will link it in the end of this one. But we added a page called admin.html. We added a file called admin.js with the JS logic. We started by creating a route to get the users from the database right here. We just have one field to show, which is the email. So that's pretty easy. In admin.html, we have this table which is populated by the JavaScript code. And we have added also to the JavaScript logic password prompt, which is connected to a route called check password. And the last route we added is check password, which is checking if the password entered by the user is the one we have in the .env file, Python lover here, for password. So we have added a very bare-bone, simple admin, so it's easier for us to check if the records are properly registered in the table instead of going into the database in Railway. And we will deploy all of that, first committed to GitHub. So admin, yes, admin.js, index, we've changed it a bit. And main.py, yes, we have added this admin button at the top of index. By the way, we could add a button back. Let's do this. That would make the navigation simpler. So if I take the same code I had here, but I go to admin, so at the top of my body, and I put something going back to the main app, I call it app. So that way we will have also a button on that page. So admin logic, and we can push it to Railway, first to GitHub, and then it will be auto-deployed to Railway. 4 files committed, admin logic. So let's switch back here and let's have a look at what's happening on Railway. So it's initializing the new commit, the new deployment. While we are waiting for the deployment to be completed on Railway, let's have a look at the structure of the project on GitHub. So we have in the template now the admin.html, which is there, perfect. And we have also in static the admin.js, which is ready also. We didn't deploy the password, yes, and that's also something that I have to do for this thing to work on Railway. So it's been deployed, it's fine. But there is no variable at the moment for the password. So I need to add here my password. What I can do is I can just go to .env and I can just paste everything again, copy everything again, sorry, and then paste it back into Railway like this. Update variable and deploy. So now it will be deployed. So now we will have the password also that we can check against in the authentication. It's usually faster to deploy variables, but as you can see here, it's just taking the same name as the latest commit. It will deploy those variables for us. It has been fully deployed, so we have the URL here. We can click on the URL. Again, I would suggest to click once or twice on this URL to make sure we have the latest version. As you can see, we've got the admin there. So if I click on admin, I'm prompted to enter a password. I can just enter some random password. It doesn't work. I can click again to get it. And if I enter the correct password, I've got access to my admin with all my records. And if I click on app, I'm back to the app. And I can do app test mail.com, join the waiting list. And now if I click on admin, and if, again, I have to authenticate, I can see app test at mail.com. So everything is ready. We have a bare-bone admin for the users table of our database. So if you missed the first tutorial, I suggest you watch the video, which is linked at the end of this video. Otherwise, there will be other videos for other tutorials about Python, Flask, and Railway in the future. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel. You can also join my mailing list on aicodingclub.com, where I will be sharing other tips about AI-assisted coding. Thank you very much for watching this video and see you soon.